episode of Caught in a Moshcast with your hosts, Marak, me, Wild, and Numbskull.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Welcome. I know, isn't that welcome twice?
It pretty much is welcome twice, huh?
Alrighty.
So, gentlemen, how was your guys' week been?
Well, it was alright, I guess. A lot of Minecraft. A lot of Minecraft.
Yeah, you're really falling like it. Mark, I need to get you and some people in Deep Rock Galactic. It is literally Minecraft with space metal dwarves. And you fight fucking hordes of fucking these bug monsters, and it's dope and it's fun. We need to play it. It's free on PlayStation Plus.
Oh,
Well, yeah, Game Pass too, but still.
I have to
We need to
renew my
play it.
Game Plus for that.
The game's dope.
You don't have PlayStation Plus anymore, Eric?
I ran out.
Ah,
Yeah, that shit's
pain.
like an auto-renew.
well, he probably ran out of money.
No, well, I ran out on my old card, so I'm like, oh.
Oh. I mean, you could just subscribe it on the console.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I just want to put some
okay.
money in it first, so it doesn't
Got it.
charge and go into negative.
Gotcha.
He doesn't want his bank account going into the negatives.
I
mean,
hear
who
that.
does?
Nah, nobody fucking does. Okay. Who wants to start the first talkity thing, which is I think the fucking
How do you feel
Kanye
about
what?
Bob Saget's death?
Oh yeah, actually, a moment of silence for Bob Saget. Okay, so yeah, Bob Saget. That was unexpected.
Well, they say they
No.
drop in threes, right?
No offense to Betty White, but I expect her to die any fucking day for years
Mm-hmm.
because she was old as fuck. Bob Saget was just 65.
Oh, yeah.
And just they found him unresponsive inside the his hotel room.
The Marriott,
And
I think it was.
I don't know. I don't know if there's I don't know if there's been any details of like what it was, if he
No.
was sick or drugs. My guess, I'd bet money, drugs.
Drugs.
Probably drugs. Probably a suicide, maybe, or he accidentally mixed some pills he shouldn't. Don't know.
Brock could just cocktailed himself.
Say that again. Yeah. You went
I heard
poppity
him.
for a second.
He said maybe he accidentally cocktailed himself.
That sounds awful.
It does.
It sounds so bad to say. Like, oh man, fucking, how'd you die? Ah, cocktailed myself. Fucking, God's looking at you like, the fuck does that supposed to mean?
And then you show him the actual mixtures, and he's just like,
You're like, oh, okay, that's how he died. Fuck,
he's like, what a
shouldn't have done
loser.
that. Now I gotta put you in a new body.
Right?
Yeah, I guess I got some spares. I'm sorry. I
Just
should be
down in the
making light of.
basement.
I should be making light of his death. It's so recent, but Bob Saget, you will be missed. You were a great comedian, great actor. People loved you in Full House. I didn't really get into Full House myself back in the day, but my parents, I used to watch it every once in a while. But
Same.
you were a legend. We will miss you. I also will always remember your story from Brad Williams, the comedian, of where apparently one of your co-stars, I can't remember who, it's the other famous one. I think it's the one that's like the rebellious one. The fuck
Bob
was his name?
Stamos?
Yeah, Stamos. Apparently, okay, so I'm gonna tell a story. So apparently, Bob Saget knows Brad Williams, and they were hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Saget takes Brad to Stamos, who apparently is petrified of little people. He has that pure phobia of little people, and just to fuck with him, he brings Brad. It tells Brad's like, I will absolutely do this. And for what Brad's described, as soon as he saw Stamos, he ran up to Stamos' leg and just started humping it like a dog. Brad Stamos, and he's like John Stamos screams like a bitch, and then
Holy shit!
yeah, he was like freaking out and all that stuff, and trying to kick him off apparently, and the other actor I don't remember any of their names. But it's the one that comes up. Apparently, he came right up and saw that happening, and he's like, "Hey, Brad, cut it out!"
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Brad's like, "I could die happy." That was a good story though.
It just had like a drunk Full House,
right?
I think my favorite thing was the whole Dave Chappelle thing.
What was that?
Mark, you know it.
Do I know it?
I think it was in
Bob Saget.
Yeah, I think it was in Half Baked, or it was the TV show. I forget because it's been a while.
Like the Chappelle show.
Yeah, or like his movie Half Baked.
Was Bob Saget in that movie?
Oh, hold on. We have phones. We have the interwebs.
Yeah, we have the literal information of the goddamn world in our pocket. Hold on.
I'm looking it up on the computer right now.
Nah. Was Bob Saget in Half Baked?
This time, Bob Saget on Cat.
Yeah, he was. Okay, yeah, he was in Rehab.
Yeah, it was the Rehab.
Oh,
stand.
No. Yeah, I remember this now. I just seen
a
clip from that on Facebook. And
exactly.
Like, that's when I had to suck dick for crack. and Dave Chappelle. Like,
yeah.
He's like, have you ever had dick for crack?
No. He was like, well then, just walks on.
But,
yeah, that show was funny.
Yeah, it was. I gotta watch that movie again. It's been a very long time since I've watched that movie. Shut up, phone. I didn't ask for your opinion. Fucking, I don't know why, but let's transition to Kanye. somehow influencing Avenged Sevenfold's newest album. How?
It's more the I read it and I read it twice just to make sure I didn't get stuff wrong. Hopefully, it's mainly because like they were like, dude, we should hire an orchestra. So, i.e., they hire a fucking orchestra from Prague, Italy.
Okay, hold on. That's not really. There's a million metal bands that have orchestras.
That's what he said. That's what
fucking Metallica has literally 2 fucking albums called S&M that are both just them
orchestras
playing their shit with an orchestra. That's not really.
It's M. Shaw's trying to hype up his shit, man.
So fucking Kanye West did it recently, I guess. I don't know. I don't follow his music. And eventually it's like, I'm gonna follow that bandwagon, even though no one else has done it, apparently.
There's a whole genre of metal that's operatic.
Yeah, symphonic metal. Literally,
Christopher Lee was
orchestra.
Fucking the OG. Christopher Lee was one of the like heavyweights in orchestrated metal.
Yeah. May he rest in peace too. He was an amazing dude.
He was a giant among men, man.
It's just like, Mark, do you have any thoughts on that whole business?
I think it's kind of dumb that of all that, especially with what you guys just said. It's like, really, why?
Mark, you know what's funny? So you have the background of our logo and shit, right? Well, that mic that's right in front of you, is half clipped out to the mic of our logo.
That's what I said.
So, like, when you move back, no, it's not a bad thing, because what it looks like, it actually looks like you're talking into our fucking logo mic, which is kind of neat. But I just wanted to point that out. But Kanye, another story of Kanye. Do y'all remember? I never saw it like when it happened, but it's the video of Kanye West and Mike Myers on the news.
Yes, I've seen it.
And Mike Myers and them, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about.
Hurricane Katrina.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
And Mike Myers is going through the fucking prompter on the script and shit, just like he should. And Kanye West out there next to him, just looking like he's about to just pop full of fucking meth, and just like George W. Bush doesn't care about black people, and Mike Myers just went. And this wasn't like an SNL skit or anything. This was
real
life, fucking on the news. And I saw that clip. I'm like, what in the blue shit? I mean, I don't really give a shit about like the whole about George W. Bush in general, but that whole bit, Mike Myers felt so
awkward.
Like he felt awkward. He just like, dude, I want to go. I want to leave. This dude's like a little bonkers, a little crazy, and I'm just, man.
Hey, what about Kanye thinking he's the king of rock and roll?
When did he say that, and why?
You didn't see any of that?
That was like a long time ago.
Eric
was it?
Talking about.
Yeah.
Enlighten me, Eric.
I would say like 6 years, 7 years ago, Mark.
Yeah, he's seen that rock was coming back, and he's like trying to say that rap is going to become like the new rock and roll, and he's going to be the king of rock and roll.
Okay, so first thing is that's impossible because he writes hip hop music, rap and hip hop are not rock music by definition. That's like Jim Morrison from The Doors coming out and said, I'm the king of death metal. Like
great analogy, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, it's so off basis. It was so off basis.
Like everything about Kanye West is so off basis.
This is true.
He's off base.
What was it? The whole. Did you hear him try to sing? What was it?
This podcast has just turned into let's all roast Kanye West party. Fucking keep going for 45 minutes. We all just rip on Kanye West. Mark, that's gonna be the name of this
Bohemian
episode.
Rhapsody.
The roast of Kanye West.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. That's perfect. Make that the title. The fucking Condobox Cast episode 5. No, we won't get flagged. We don't have copyright. We can say what the fuck we want about him, as long as it's not anything like really bad.
True.
Or racist.
Yeah, and we're
that's
not.
What it
so
count.
Like, we're not even gonna put that in there.
No.
Fucking.
The whole what was it? The covering of Bohemian Rhapsody was terrible.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Back my desk. He covered Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes. It's god awful.
Like just him? Anyone else in there?
He did it live. I'll say that much.
You guys all have your computers on you, right?
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Okay. Look what I just.
No, Mark, I'm not on my computer.
Look what I just sent as a link. Celebici is the name of the site.
Rap is the new rock and roll. No, it is not the new rock and roll. Rock and roll is a genre of its own that has fucking thousands of subgenres. Rap is not. If he means it in the figurative sense, where it like how popular it is, then yes, because rock and roll was like that at that like had its own fucking peak. And rap and hip hop these days is at its peak right now. So, I don't know. It seemed like it was at its peak. I think it's starting to wane a little bit.
It is. It's going to housecore and shit.
But when was that posted? When was this fucking article written here? Oh, 2013. God.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's still
about to be 9.
He would say that.
It is stupid. It's just like excuse me, Gene Simmons fucking saying that Rock is dead, and I'm like,
what?
Then what are you?
He's just a mummy at this point. Cash grabbing money.
Yeah, living on fucking money at this point. His blood's made out of fucking $100 bills. Like, dude.
Like you said, dude is off basis.
Both of them are off basis. Gene Simmons, look, I like Kiss from Creatures of the Night back. Everything after that, like Music of the Elder in '83 and whatever the fuck else they did, it's bad. Except for Lick It Up. Lick It Up is probably one of the last few albums where they were still like all right.
Gotcha.
Favorite album being Creatures of the Night, second being Destroyer. But, you know, those are like Destroyer is like the one that everyone likes, but still. But Gene Simmons, now we're on Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons is fucking, he's also, he's so out of touch at this point. He's like Rocket's dead, but completely ignores the whole like underbelly of like metal and rock that's like coming out of the woodwork again.
Oh yeah, what was it? He toured with the Raskins, and they were.
He's up here, we're all down here.
Right. What's funny because he said that, and I'm like thinking he toured with the Raskins when they played with Motley Crue, and the Raskins are
Raskins,
a rock and roll group, just like a straight rock and roll group from England. So I was just like, how are you gonna say that and go on tour with a rock and roll group?
I mean,
it's like a bitch slap to them, man.
I kind of didn't help my point when I just said, like, who the fuck is that? I just realized that a little bit, but I'll look them up and check them out. There's, oh, speaking of tours, this is not on our list of topics. I also don't want to do all the talking. I'm going to move to let Eric take the next thing after this, but,
for sure.
Wasp is touring with Armored Saint.
Yes.
And they're coming to Columbus, which is the closest to me. And I want to go. I really want to go. I honestly want to just go for Armored Saint. I've heard Wasp is kind of
lost its touch in the past while.
I love Wasp. I really like Wasp. I love their first few albums.
Same.
From like their first album to Crimson Idol. I love all those albums. Fucking, they're all great.
But
Chainsaw Charlie being my favorite song. But like all that, I was excited for that. They're coming to Ace of Cups in Columbus.
Ace of Cups, that's a venue, man.
Yeah, that's a venue out here. That's the one that we were looking at to play at some point for Solar Flare.
Nice.
Fucking hashtag shameless plug. So
hashtag always plug.
Jesus Christ.
Hashtag suck my plug.
And like that, we demonetize.
Hey, suck my kill. Alright. How it feels to chew 5 gum. Demonetized.
And Mark's over there casually dying.
Alright, so let's let Eric. I've been doing a lot of talking here. My voice needs a minute. Let Eric tackle the next one here.
Well, I'll segue into, I guess, I'll let Mark cover the Fallout one, but I'll tackle the Frankie Muniz one. That poor bastard. Like, the whole situation with him, with, like, just forgetting stuff, is just mainly from, like, getting concussed. It's not, like, any, like, severe, like, stroke or memory, like, from that.
So, I'm just now looking at these articles. I haven't had time to look at any of these articles. I just saw the title, and I'm like, oh, this might be a good thing to talk about. So, what? I don't follow Malcolm in the Middle or Frankie Muniz, so, like, what happened to Frankie Muniz?
It's, like, filming during set, like, during some, like, the action scenes during the show, they probably just got hit in the head pretty hard.
Oh.
And it kind of just, got him concussion. Being like a kid actor, they probably didn't take him seriously. So he was just walking around, just kind of like brain fuzzy and all that shit. Fucked up.
All fucked up, and somehow he still acted the show.
Yeah.
Okay. but
it's
doesn't
like people.
remember it.
No, he remembers some of it because like his co-stars would come up like, "Yo, you remember this?" And they're like, "Yeah, I do, kind of." But it's like, fuck. He said like, I wish I could remember it, but it's like, I was a kid, being a kid, and kind of didn't know what to do with some of this stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's tragic. I didn't know all that shit happened to him.
Oh yeah, and then like having like people coming up to him like, "Dude, I didn't know you were dying," or "Hope you feel one." He's like, "Dude, I'm not dying."
I didn't know.
Like, get it through your head.
Fuck. I'm sorry. That actually just reminded me of a thing that happened. It was like middle of last year. I'm sure y'all remember. Did y'all hear about the story that Rick Moranis of him walking through New York and he just got straight up decked in the face out of nowhere?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like some big old dude. Apparently this is a game. I'll get to that in a second. So there's a CCTV camera of Rick Moranis walking down fucking sidewalk street in somewhere in bumfuck New York. And he's just walking like it's just casually, like it's like he's not Rick Moranis or anything. Just down the road, some big old dude just comes down, walking the opposite direction, just goes boom, and just knocks him the ever loving fuck out.
Oh yeah,
he is just down immediately. And I saw the video. I hate to say I laughed, but I also felt really bad for him because it's Rick Moranis. He's been through so much of his life. He really didn't need that.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that's a game in New York. Apparently, people bet each other to punch just any random stranger on the street and to see if they would do it. And basically run after they do it. Rick Moranis
happened to be the unlucky.
He happened to be one of the unlucky ones. That guy, I believe, was found and arrested that hit him. I'm sure Rick Moranis sued the shit out of him. But that reminded me of that story. That shit was awful and funny. It was blurst, as people call it.
Well, it reminds me. It was like when because he just came back in the limelight for Mint Mobile for Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
and that circulates. I'm like, I'm not gonna deny. I laughed too. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
It's like the universe just said no. Fuck you, Rick Moranis. Go back to your house.
Get down your hole.
You don't get to come back out. You get to stay. Which I'm sure he probably did that. He's probably like, you know, fuck all y'all. I'm not coming back out ever now.
I'll just relax. Yeah, I just relax on my morals and my mill. And there we go.
I was kind of sad he wasn't in the new Ghostbusters movie. I know. I was hoping he'd have like a little cameo or something, because literally fucking everybody else is. Oh, spoilers, by the way. Fucking everybody else is in it. So,
dude, it was cool to see Janine it was the first cameo.
Oh yeah, fucking yeah. The secretary. The front desk lady. Yeah, Potts. Did you see the post-credit scene?
Yep.
Fucking hell yeah. Because that's at the very end, the credits were like, also starring Sigourney Weaver. I'm like, she wasn't fucking in this movie. Then
I know, right?
Pulls up the post-credit scene, and I'm like, oh shit!
Dude, this was me. I was like, holy shit!
And it's fucking her and Bill Murray doing the opposite of that shit at the test that he did on her in the original.
No, he didn't do it on her. He did it on the male students. So you can get in the girls' pants.
Yeah. A lot of people forget how raunchy that original Ghostbusters actually was.
I mean, you do see one of the dogs just full on Sigourney Weaver.
I mean, there's also the scene of Dan Aykroyd getting a blowjay from a It's off screen.
That's true. That is true.
You see his reaction of
no, not just
the setup and end.
Oh yeah, it's not just Dan; it's the three. If you look at it, because I've been watching with my two stepsons, it's all three.
Oh my god!
I'm like, I always have to be like, kids, look away. And they're like, why? I'm just like, please, just look away.
Look away, children.
Not your time right now.
Okay, Mark.
It's Fallout related. Go for it.
So, apparently we're getting a Fallout TV series, and it's officially licensed by Bethesda, which is dope. My take on it is I hope it's good. I hope it's like Nuka-Cola or whatever that
Nuka Break.
Yeah, Nuka Break that YouTube series was.
Yeah,
That was a really, really good YouTube series.
that really was.
It was.
And
I
shout
did
out.
binge watch it. Shout out to Nuka Break.
Yeah, and I just hope it's like that, because then it would be great. I just hope they don't fuck it up.
Right. Like,
I mean, I think everyone does.
it's got the director Christopher Nolan who did Westworld, the
Westworld.
new series. So that's a perfect choice to do this, which is literally all of sci-fi.
Pretty much.
All Fallout is basically. It's got everything in it.
1950s sci-fi, pretty much.
Yeah. So like, this is perfect for him.
100%.
Also, go see Westworld to those who haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's amazing. I know it's a remake of an old movie.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that movie too. That movie is actually a really good sci-fi movie. From the 70s. Anyways, this new show. So one thing you did point out, Mark, Todd Howard is actually working directly with that show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's helping produce it.
Yeah.
Of course, the
Which
God
is-
Todd Howard's gonna be helping.
Yeah, God Todd Howard fucking has to do it. But look, I swear to God, if there isn't like bug cameos and like glitches and shit in the background, like Easter eggs, like if there isn't a fucker clipped through the wall, tweaking the fuck out in the background, like way off in the distance, but you could see it, I'd be like, this would be the best show ever. Best show. Follow it. This is a great show. Love it. Everything about it.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Or like your main guy like goes to pick up like a piece of junk or like a coffee cup and like fucking picks something else up instead. Like, because you always have that when shit's like too close together in that game. You're like,
and
I want to
you're like-
pick this up, and you're like, damn it, I didn't want that. No, fuck.
Yeah, you wanted this, but you end up getting this.
Yeah, you pick something else up. Like,
You're
I
like,
just
fuck.
want
It makes you unencumbered too,
I want them to have a little bit of fun with that. Like,
right?
they could also go the full Mandalorian route, make it like, well, I mean, like 90% serious. I know Mando has some funny moments, which I love. I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love.
Mhm.
I'll get to Boba Fett here in a minute. But actually, have y'all seen Boba Fett?
Yes,
quick.
I have. Mark
Mark
hasn't.
No.
So you're not
Mark-
really a Star Wars person, aren't you?
No,
Oh, okay then. But
me and my uncle were talking about it. That last episode was good.
yeah, I have a couple things about that last episode actually. Otherwise, it was okay.
Right.
But Fallout, I have no idea what the story is going to be. Are they going to do
Right.
the story of the games? Are they going to do a completely new story? Are they doing like like a full like? Are they going to set it before the war and then it goes into the war, or is it just going to be like after? We don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, the cool thing will probably,
That would be cool. Or Fallout London, which is
yeah,
also another mod coming out.
would be cool. If they actually kind of reamped the first two, like it's set in like SoCal.
I mean, yeah, they could, but it is Bethesda. They could. I heard they don't really like those first two games very much. Because
What if it's all about New Vegas?
if it was,
That
people
would be
would.
sweet.
If they did New Vegas, people would absolutely shit a house worth of bricks. Like, but you never know. That was Obsidian,
Mhm.
so
It better
I know
not be an HBO Max exclusive. I'm going to be pissed.
it's
No, it's
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
even have Amazon?
Yes, I've got Prime still.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Prime Video exclusive. Also, Westworld's on that, so
Mhm.
check it out.
Definitely have to check that out.
It's basically the brief summary of Westworld. Sorry, there's dust in my eye. There's a
Pretty
brief
good.
summary of Westworld is really, from what I know, it's. I might be wrong, so whoever people in the comments, you can attack me all you want. It's set way in the future. And it's basically an amusement park, and the robots, the animatronics, are so high, like they're almost sentient AI that you interact with and you do and enjoy the ride and like in entertainment and such. Well, the movie focuses in the book like on the old west part of the amusement park machines. One of them eventually like gains sentience.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and then like they start like it starts that whole fucking conflict of that conflict of like should they be considered people and stuff like this and all that. Yeah, and like there's murder and all kinds of shit, like don't know who's human and shit like that. So
pretty much another thing that Fallout got inspired by, because the whole
Terminator since it's roughly Fallout 6 pretty much that.
Yeah.
It's like Terminator and Westworld put together.
Fallout 4 with the whole synths and the
Fallout
Diamond Town.
Well, the first synth thing was actually in Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Which was like a side quest or whatever. But then Bethesda's like, you know what? Let's just do a whole ass game.
Right. And a whole faction.
Yeah, people got mad at them about that, but I'm like, I mean, why not? Why not
canon.
Make it a fucking its own faction of its own, like that. Yeah. They're like, there's nothing wrong with that, really. I mean, it's not. I don't think that's lazy. I think that's just them expanding on their fucking canon.
Yeah, they saw opportunity, they went for it. Why not?
Also, there's new shit on Fallout 76 coming in March.
I saw.
There's the PTS is out for it. A lot of new shit, but I've been talking a lot. Fucking,
you're good.
Like, whose podcast is this?
Just put Wilds first.
Are you sure? I've been talking about. I'm sorry, I get so caught up in
Wild.
Fucking
my ears.
I get so caught up in my own shit. I ramble and all that stuff.
Like I said, you're good, man.
That's good.
Fucking, what's next? Because I could go all night about Fallout.
I mean, so can we.
Fuck! I just forgot. Short. I just bought a Funko Pop lot of Fallout once. $50 on Mercari.
That's where I bought my Acid Witch patch.
Nice. That's where I bought Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver for more money than I really should have. Anyways, continue. Go ahead.
Just silent it.
Hi. Podcast over.
Right. I would say let's swing into the what's our past listen to for this week? What we listened to that I thought was pretty dope?
Are we at that yet? We haven't touched up on why Logan Paul bought $3.5 million worth of Pokemon cards that all confirmed to be fake.
I didn't put that on our list.
No, I just shared that.
That was up there. Oh,
I just shared that. Yeah.
Where?
It's on the Facebook chat.
Right, Facebook chat, right above the celibitchy shit that I shared.
Oh, okay, found it. Yeah. I mean, fuck Logan Paul. I don't really give a shit about him. His dumbass bought it for $3.5 million, so his dumbass deserves the consequences. You paid $3.5 million for Pokemon cards. I know they're expensive.
We're justifying for it because it's the original 151. No.
I'm like, if it was like legitimately all of them, like all of the cards. I still don't know about 3.5 mil.
No, hell fucking no.
Hell fucking no. Like, I bet the guy that he bought those from is sitting so fucking pretty right now, just happy as can fucking be.
Hell yeah, he is.
I believe he got it off eBay, so it's too late to return it. It's too late to get a refund. He bought those forever ago. he fucked. Speaking from someone who lost a $500 poster and couldn't get his money back. Fucking,
Ouch.
I didn't get my poster back. Fucking, and I lost the money because I refunded it, my dumbass, before I got the poster back. So,
yeah,
I'm now out of poster and $500. That was, by the way, the Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce McDonald's promo poster. I got one of those back when it was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I literally sat at the McDonald's, and I was apparently only first in line could get it. So I was first in line. I got it. Everyone else found that out, and we're getting mad. So I walked the fuck out the door immediately as I got it, so I don't get fucking robbed. But yeah,
dude, it's dumb life decisions, and usually they bite him in the ass. I mean, this whole boxing thing, he runs like a bitch when he fights. So, come from a guy that's watched fighting.
I love how he's challenging like dudes like 30, 40 years older than him. He's like, I could kick your ass. I'm like, I bet you could. Fucker is like old enough to be your goddamn grandpa.
I think the last dude he fought, he was old. He was like mid-40s, and trying to say, "Oh yeah, he was a UFC icon." No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Like, it's so dumb.
It is.
Like, this guy, was he the one that got in trouble on YouTube in Japan about mocking that dead body in the woods at the suicide forest?
It was him or his brother.
It was either him or his brother.
No, that wasn't Logan Paul.
That was Jake.
That was Jake Paul.
Oh, well, fuck Jake Paul too for doing that shit.
Yeah, when him and that group went through the suicide forest and they seen that dead body.
Yeah, it was hanging from a tree.
Yeah, I watched that entire video. No, me, Eric, and our other, the one we call Doodle Bob, and John. All what we did was on PlayStation, we all pulled it up at the same time while in party chat, and then watched it all at the same time, and played it all at the same time, so we could just watch it all together at the same time. And yeah,
we're judging it and critiquing it.
Yeah, judging and critiquing it the entire time.
Because he was being an asshole to all these locals, and then they wonder why people don't like Americans coming to their land is because of assholes like this.
Fucking, he's banned from Japan, right?
Yeah, because of this shit.
Completely banned from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that?
Because of the suicide forest thing, and walking around Tokyo and shit and fucking with people.
Yeah. He was being being disrespectful.
Japan's all about respect, and he was disrespectful to people. They're like Singapore with disrespect. They will fuck your day up. Singapore will kill you if you bring any drug of any sort to their airport.
Oh yeah, as long as it's their own drugs, or it's no drugs at all.
Yeah, Singapore will also just straight up give you lashings until the officer thinks you had enough for just spitting on the street.
Oh yeah,
that's how crazy Singapore is.
What was it? It was Metal a headbang. No, Metal. Sam Dunn did another documentary where he toured around the world, going to different cultures of metal, and he went to I think Singapore, and they were having so many issues trying to get through customs.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think they only had to have a couple cameras and all that.
Shit.
Yeah, and they traveled in packs, so it was just very simmer down and all that, with everyone there. Yeah. I was just like, fuck. And then hearing Gabriel Iglesias saying, "Yeah, if we go over there, we're gonna get our fingernails get uprooted." I'm like, let's not go there.
That's a form of torture I'd never want to experience in my life. Right?
I'm just like, man, Singapore is just not a fun place. It looks cool, but it's not a fun place to go.
A friend of mine, James Gay, he's a luthier that works for a company in Singapore. He moved out from here to Singapore to learn guitar making and stuff like that. Nice. I don't know if he's back here, but last I remember he was in Singapore working there as an apprenticeship and then becoming his own luthier. But yeah, Singapore sucks. Gene Simmons sucks. Kanye West sucks.
The Paul brothers suck.
Oh yeah, the Paul brothers suck. What else sucks?
The Bamarak sucks.
Borax sucks. Solar Flare sucks. Fucking. Anyways, fucking. What is our album of the week, gentlemen?
Okay, well, I'm not stuck on an album. I've been stuck on a song for 3 or 4 days now.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's the metal version of Careless Whisper.
Of course, there's a metal version of fucking Careless Whisper. I wouldn't put it past it. There's a billion covers of metal versions of Careless Whisper.
And I'm not talking about the Soulfly cover. I'm talking about a totally different cover for it. I'll put it into the music chat right now.
God.
Let's see here.
I usually forget Soulfly. It usually makes the odd cover here and there, and it's usually off base, and it's funny as hell.
Soulfly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I only ever hear them in passing these days.
I think everyone does. What happened to that band Soulfly? Mm-hmm.
They left after the 2000s did?
And never heard again.
Except in passing. Like a fart in the wind.
Okay, I just shared it to the music thing for you guys to check out soon.
So my album of the week is Enforcer's Death by Fire.
Ooh, nice.
It is my favorite album by Enforcer. I fucking love Enforcer. I can't wait for this new album that they're doing. From what I'm hearing from these singles, they're going back to more of their roots with like their first two albums, Diamonds and Into the Night. Fucking, I'm all for it. If they please let there be some more speed metal shit, because they kind of went a little poppy with From Beyond and and Zenith, which is fine. There's some songs on those albums that are really great, like Destroyer. What the fuck was that other one?
Destroyer was great live, by the way.
Destroyer, Undying Evil was really good. One with Fire.
Yeah, One with Fire is definitely.
Hold on, where was that shit? Where'd it go? No, I lost it. Where is it? Where? Oh, whatever. Fucking Zenith. There wasn't really many I liked. I don't know. That album didn't really hit me like the others, but Death by Fire though, that is the album that like got me into Enforcer like heavy. I actually know how to play Death by Fire.
That's very nice.
Or Mesmerized by Fire. I'm sorry, Mesmerized by Fire. That's my favorite song by them. That riff is just fucking. I love it. Eric, what is yours?
Mine's kind of it's kind of on the same line as you guys. It's kind of just a song. Mine is the new Violet song. I think it's called Unleash the Flesh.
Yeah, there's a whole new EP out.
Fresh.
Oh, it's already out?
Blood.
I thought it was not out yet. I gotta look at that.
No, it's just a song. It's just a song.
It's just a song.
But that's not an EP.
I know, but it sounds a lot better than the fucking Dead Kennedys cover.
I sent it over the music chat for you to check out. Wild.
No, here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you post the one I had by chance? Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I was about to post it myself. Here, 1 second. No, I mean, I'm trying to get back to the.
Oh, you're good, dude. But like I said, it sounds so much better and sounds so much heavier than that lame cover they did back 2 years ago.
California,
What was their cover?
It was California Uber Alles by Dead Kennedys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Have you never heard it?
I have, I think. It's been a minute.
It was a Fire and Wind.
I mean, I'm not surprised they would cover, a song from them. Their whole fucking thing is punk and metal, so.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking it could have been like a lot more heavier, except for they went with it was
More
a little
punky.
more out of yeah, a little more punky and a little more like political. And it was just like
the dead Kennedys are political.
They're
literally called the dead Kennedys.
True, but it was just like at the time, no one was like taking it seriously. That's why it was just like, it could be political. At least you could at least have fun with it. They weren't fun with it.
Gotcha.
They were trying to make a statement, but it's like 50-year-old guys trying to, failed hard.
You know what bothers me about violence on Spotify, though?
What?
Don't have.
They have, Eternal Nightmare. They've got Torture Tactics, but they don't got Oppressing the Masses on Spotify. And I'm like, put Mr. Nice though, or Officer Nice. Sorry.
I was gonna say it's Officer.
That actually, does one thing bothers me on Spotify with Yngwie Malmsteen. My favorite fucking album, one of them at least. Fuck, I have it on tape. Marching Out. Fuck, I was trying to think of the name. Marching Out.
Good album.
Fucking love that whole album. This amazing album. And it's not fucking on Spotify. Every other album of Yngwie is on Spotify, but that album. Cause fuck you.
Hey, they didn't have, back to violence, they didn't have violence on Spotify for forever, so at least violence is on Spotify now.
It's like the whole Gamma Bomb situation. They didn't have like most of Gamma Bomb stuff.
Are you a fan of Gamma Bomb, Garion?
You've asked me that many times. I've told you. I'm a casual fan. I'm not really like huge.
Well, what I'm saying is
I would be rich at this point for how many times you've asked me that.
Their first their second two albums, because it wasn't on Spotify for the longest time due to the fact that Earache wouldn't let it out.
Yeah.
And then
that's also why a lot of albums aren't really out on Spotify, because it's usually dependent on the label, the licensing, and all that shit. Or just the band itself.
Oh, I can go in so many bands that do that, or gotten screwed by that because they can't stream their own music.
Yeah.
Because of record labels or.
Alright. Are you about to show me something? Because this man's got to hit the porcelain throne here.
No.
Okay.
Good.
Well, so I think this is a good point to call it. Fucking hell of an episode, boys. We'll hit it up next Thursday.
Hell yeah.
I will be setting up YouTube as me talking to y'all and the audience. I will be setting up an actual YouTube tonight after I take care of everything else I gotta do. So Mark, don't post this one on your YouTube. I'll have this done tonight, and then I'll tell you when it's ready, and I'll give you the login, and then you can put it in there. Fucking
perfect.
So,
I'm probably gonna be just on my PC tonight, not hopping over to PlayStation then.
Okay, cool. Fucking that works out then. But thank you everyone for watching.
Thank
See you all in the next mosh pit.
Bye, kids.
Bye.